Alright, what are we gonna eat today? Breakfast foods. Alright, so let's see. Dozen eggs. I'm getting kind of low on eggs. Some bread, that'll work. And who keeps, what is this garbage? What are those popsicle sticks? Oh God. Alright, here we go. What is up, YouTube? Salty Texas back with another woodworking project on this Easter Sunday. Hope you guys are having a great holiday, staying safe. So, reason why I'm showing you this particular beginning of the video is because you can see the gaps that are in the wood, and this will come back later to haunt me. A little bit of foreshadowing, popsicle sticks and scrap wood, trying to make something awesome. So, as you saw from the thumbnail, we're doing a basic wooden Easter egg type of project, and there are two blanks, and thank goodness that I had two of them, because as you can see a little bit later in the video, things are not going to go well. Initially everything was going well, much like a lot of other projects that I've done. We're getting a lot of good material off. We're just getting that basic cylinder type of form that we're looking for initially. So here we are, just getting material off of the blank, getting everything smoothed out. Everything's going good. Don't have it in the chuck yet, and I flipped back and forth between when or if I even should put this in a chuck. But here in a little bit you'll see that I'm going to put the back end of it on a chuck. So we're getting everything smoothed down, everything's going well, got the tannin built, and now we are in the chuck. And you can see the little bit of wobble that's there on the tailstock end of it, and we're trying to get that basic egg type shape. And you know, doing the rounding, I've done rounds on bowls that I've done in the past, but never anything this particular. So here we are, getting the material worked off. Everything's going good, smoothing it out, trying to be patient with it, and boom! The mother trucker fell off the lathe. Slow motion. Here we go. Boop, boop, boop. And it completely snapped right at the end of where the tailstock was. So got blank number 2 loaded up, and we are just starting over. And believe me, at this point, I'm super aggravated with the project. But I'm like, okay, we can't screw this one up. But I'm kind of glad that that first one didn't go so well, because I think this one, the way the wood colors with the wood that I had scrapped in this particular blank went real well. So what I did for this one was basically the same thing. Got everything to that nice cylinder shape, and basically I think the problem was I didn't build a good enough tannin on that last one. So with this one, I got a real good tannin on it, took the tailstock off, and now we're just basically getting that nice egg shape that I'm looking for. And I've never used this particular gouge, but got some real nice smooth rounded edges with it. And here we are, just drilling in the holes where the crayon's gonna go. And you know, just took a simple drill and started poking holes in it, making Swiss cheese, because I'm like, it wasn't good enough just to do an egg. I wanted to make some color with it, so I still have crayons left over, and I thought it'd be a good idea to, you know, take some Easter egg color looking crayons and try to do something more exotic with it. And I know, horrible camera work, but I'm still learning, okay? So here we are, just melting the crayons with a heat gun and trying to just get some nice color into this egg. And this part was really messy. I don't show the whole thing, but you know, this is basically what I did for all the holes. And you know, here we are with the beautiful mess that I made. And now we're just trying to get as much of this crayon off that's not in these little holes that I gouged out. The problem that I had with the gouge was when I tried to start removing material, the big issue was I was getting catches because it would catch in the holes. But you know, here we are putting some wood wax on, and I sanded everything down. I went from 220 grit all the way up to 1,000, and now we're just getting that nice little shine on it. And it's an ugly looking egg. And this part I really had some problems with it because it kept on catching, and I didn't have the small enough tools to do it. And finally I just said screw it, and took the gouge and just took the handsaw and sawed everything off with it, as you can see here. But you know, basically just trying to save as much material as possible. And you won't be able to see it here all too much, but the big problem that I had was when I was sanding the end of the egg, this was like right with the top of where the tannin was, and as I'm sanding this out, big chunks are flying off the top of this egg. So then I had to take some 5-minute epoxy. Try to do this initially with sawdust, and what I should have done was just do regular wood glue instead of epoxy, because when I started to cake it on, it just made a mess, and it looked a lot worse than it could have. It looked a lot worse. Like what I should have done is just did what I initially wanted to do, was just do sawdust and regular wood glue, but try to salvage this egg as much as possible. I mean, it turned out a lot better than I initially thought it would, but here it is. Hope you guys liked it, and hope everybody's staying safe. Happy Easter, everybody. Okay, so project is done, and you saw in the video, if you made it all the way through, this is all I got. See, it exploded off the lathe, so it didn't turn out too good. Let me dim that up for you. So there it is. Just kidding. That's why we made two, because I had a feeling that this was not going to go the way I had imagined it. And I'm adjusting the light. Yes, it's not your iPhone or Android. So, boom. Easter egg is done. Now, we had some trouble with the top of the egg. Cracked some eggs. Did not turn out exactly well. However, being a beginning woodworker and not being a professional, whoa, also, that's the lacquer that's on it. Not too bad. It's an egg. Not the best egg, but it's an egg. You can kind of tell it's an egg. So, overall, really happy the way it turned out. Could have been a lot worse. Not my best work, but let me see if I can get it to zoom in for you. But it's not too bad. All right. So, hope you guys are having a good Easter. Hope everybody out there is staying safe, social distancing, all that good stuff. Hope you enjoyed the project. And don't forget the subscribe button's right there. And I will see you guys in the next project. Happy Easter, everybody. Hope everybody's staying safe. Healthcare workers, nurses, providers, anybody that's an essential person. Hell, everybody in general. Just stay safe out there. And see you guys in the next project. Bye.